hit the subscribe button.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a basic video, understanding income and expenses. Without a full understanding of what you're taking home and what you're spending, you will remain financially lost. So this is a basic subject that you must understand. So at one point or another in your life, you'll do the calculation. My salary is X per year. Then after salary, I have this much left over. And then these are my expenses. So what I'm left working with is my salary minus taxes minus all these different expenses that I may have, right? So at one point or another, you have a choice to make. Do you continue doing what you're doing? Do you like what you see as far as what you have left over? Or do you make a change? And you can make a change in a number of different ways, right? If you want to increase the amount of money that you have left over after you pay for all your expenses, well, you can save. You could request a raise at work. You could start your own business and grow that to a certain extent where you're making more than you're making now. You could begin to invest, and not only in the stock market, but also in yourself to increase your income. You could begin to do one or more side hustles. You could go back to school and get another form of investment in yourself. You could change jobs to get a higher salary as well. But also, if you want to maximize how much you have left over, you also have to look at how much you're spending as well as far as your expenses. You begin to lower your expenses. So if there's something that you typically buy, and here the typical example is coffee and avocados, but really that's not going to do much over time. But if there's something that you're spending a lot of your discretionary income on, stop or slow down or cut back, right? You could also downsize your life, right? Reduce your house size, change vehicles, right? You can begin to bring your lunch to work. If you're home, make lunches for yourself instead of buying from a delivery service. Cut back on certain purchases, right? The shoes that you wear, the clothing that you wear. I'm not saying to go cheap and buy flimsy clothing or shoe. I'm saying buy something of quality, but cut back on that frivolous spending. You could also move closer to work if you're commuting to work. You could change the modes of transportation. If you're close enough to work, you may begin to bike, or maybe you begin to walk, or may begin to take public transportation instead of driving and paying for parking. You could change your living conditions, right? You can get a roommate. You can move in with a family member. You could house hack. You could continue to pay down debt, right? The interest rate on your debt will definitely cost you. That's an expense over time. So pay down your debt is one way to save money. You could also decrease the number of vacations that you may take. You could stay at an Airbnb rather than staying at a 5-star hotel. But I could say all these different things, and I'm sure you've heard these things before. Taking actions to improve your financial situation is harder said than done, right? Especially if your financials are impacted by your education level, you having a child or multiple children, your health, student loans. The best way to achieve your goal of financial independence is to attack the equation on both sides, to attack both your spending and what you earn. If you increase your what you earn and decrease your spending, then what you have left over to save and invest and grow will substantially increase over time. The combination of any activity that increases your income and decrease your expenses will get you there faster. Again, as I mentioned, this is a basic video, but if you want to get to financial independence, take a step back. And before you do many other things that you may hear on this channel or other channels, just understand what you're taking home, what your expenses are, and map out how you will attack increasing your income, but also decreasing your spending and expenses that you have going out each month.
If you like this video, subscribe to the channel.